explodes? Are we still, what happened?
So that's more so on the electric side. So from what we've seen, now they can do pass-throughs on like rate cases and things that they do have outs in their contract, but part of our role here too is to hold them to that. So if they say, hey, we're going to pass this through, we say, okay, why? If they can explain it and it makes sense, then we don't really have an argument. If they explain it to us and we say, well, no, that's not true, then we question them and say, hey, we don't agree with that. We don't want our clients paying for that. And if it gets real sticky, then you can go to the PCO and have it out. Yeah. And that's part of our role as well.
I have a tendency to over-speculate some things, I'll just ask them, so.
No problem.
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah, absolutely.
I learn more when you.
I'm going to be the only one.
Such a good camera. There's another camera.
This is the one that I had up there. I moved it here so that I could plug everything in, and then we'll try to
watch it.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure it was running this time, because it looked like it clicked off last time. So it's going now. And there's we have 1 minute. Yeah, we're trying a new microphone out in the middle of the room too.
Oh, I didn't see that.
So hopefully it picks up there.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing I've heard is can't hear. One
1:16. All right, it's 7 o'clock. We'll call the meeting to order. I'll slowly, so. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Our Father in heaven, we thank you for granting us the privilege to meet tonight. We ask for your blessing, wisdom, and guidance as we conduct the business of the village. Amen.
roll call.
Fisher?
Yes.
Percy?
Yes.
Coe?
Here.
Maple?
Here.
Mauer?
Yes.
Yoho?
Yes.
No absent members. Moving on to minutes from February 9th, 2026, regular meeting. Any discussion? Yes, the camera's going.
Motion to approve the minutes from, what was the date on that?
February 9th.
February 9th, 2026, regular council meeting.
Second.
Coe?
Yes.
Maple?
Yes.
Mauer?
Yes.
Yoho?
Yes.
Percy?
Yes.
Fisher?
Yes.
All right, citizens' comments. Mr. Snavely. Welcome back.
Hi, everyone. Good to see everyone again. That's great. So, as kind of mentioned earlier, we are here to talk about the renewal for natural gas contract that's actually coming up in November. Our current price is $5.59, and like I said earlier, we'll take a bit of a victory lap on that based on where the natural gas market has been. It closed, I think I mentioned in February, about the $6 range, maybe even higher than that. So you add the $3.25 adder that Columbia does, and you're looking at well over $9. So pretty significant savings with the current contract, which we're happy about. Going forward, unfortunately, that price is going to increase, and a lot of that has to do with demand for natural gas. And much of that is because of a lot of electric demand out there, and gas being the main fuel source for electric generation at this time. So that, along with LNG, which is liquefied natural gas exports, and recently a cold winter has kind of pushed the gas price up. Our thought process is, weather related is going to go back and forth, so mainly we're looking at just electric demand and trade deals and liquefied natural gas being shipped overseas as major components to pushing the natural gas price up over the medium to kind of longer term. So that's kind of the reasoning behind why we're recommending 36 months fixed rate this time. The price that I mentioned here is $7.11 with IGS Energy. That was done on February 9th, so I think we'll probably have it a little bit cheaper than that right now, which is good. It's one of the reasons why we're doing this now, because we've started to see the natural gas market come down a little bit. I was going to say we're getting out of the cold, but it's pretty cold tonight. But when we get the way suppliers look at it, when we get to this point in the year, the winter's kind of over, because it's a futures market. They're pricing March right now, and when we get into April, there's not much left. So we did have a pretty cold winter, but we're coming out of it, and so pricing has kind of dipped over the last couple of weeks, and so I think taking advantage of that probably makes some sense as well. What we've done in the past is motion for the mayor to sign on behalf of council. Reason being logistically. So we'll set up a renewal date. We'll get refreshed pricing in the morning. It'll be similar to the price you see at 7-Eleven for 36 months. We'll update the recommendation that you have in front of you with the new pricing. By that time, it'll be late morning or afternoon. And then we'll go over it with the mayor and sign a contract. The reason we don't do it at council is because it's 7 o'clock and the suppliers are closed, so we couldn't do it even if we wanted to. So logistically, that's kind of what we've done in the past and what's made some sense. With that, I'm happy to answer any questions. Oh, one quick thing that I mentioned a bunch earlier. There's still no fee to leave or no fee to join at any time. So if you want to participate, great. If not, you can go do your own thing. If you go do your own thing and you don't like it and you want to come back, you can do that too.
Okay, thank you.
Go ahead and do the motion now. I'd like to get a roll call vote for the mayor to sign with Palmer Energy for the IGS term of 36 months at approximately $7.11 per MCF. Second.
Mabel,
Yes.
Mauer,
Yes.
Yoho,
No.
Hersey,
Yes.
Coe,
Yes.
Fisher.
Yes.
All right,
Okay, motion passes.
moving on to the committee report, building and property.
We discussed a property on North George Street. They had court last week. The resident or property owner was given an extension for cleanup until May 15th because of the weather.
Community and business development.
We didn't have anything to add this evening. We've got some things we're going to be rocking and rolling with in the future, but nothing going on right at the moment.
Okay. Community relations.
Just a reminder that the chamber meets the fourth Tuesday of the month at 6:30 p.m. at the fire station. WRWL has their Lease an American Flag program currently going on, and those applications are available at, wait a minute.
Harmon's and French Press.
Yes, French Press and Harmon's, and it's $30 until May the 30th, and then before May 10th it's 30, and then after that it's 35. The Historical Society meets meets the second and fourth Tuesday at 5 p.m. at the museum. And at that time, the museum is open from 5 to 8. And that's all for right now.
Okay, revitalization.
Nothing tonight.
Okay. I know I have had a couple people reach out and asking. I said you'd reach out when you set the
Yeah,
next
I
meeting.
just been super busy.
Yep. Finance.
Oh, finance met tonight, and we talked about setting up a couple of accounts, not new accounts, just kind of shifting some money around, so more to come later.
Okay. Fire dependency board.
Nothing tonight.
Okay. Ordinance.
We spoke earlier, kind of in lieu of what Council Lady Earl was talking about. We're looking at setting up a resolution for a police fund to isolate their budget from the general fund. It kind of allows them to accumulate and manage their own budget accordingly, similar but not similar to like our sewer departments and street departments and such. They have a higher control over their funds. We're also kicking around a resolution for a capital projects funds, which is essentially to start planning ahead for capital improvements. Talked about new buildings or even maintaining the current ones that we have that are in desperate need of help. We'll just say it like that. But that would allow us to manage funds coming in. The ins and outs of it is basically seeding it with some of the money from the general fund, and then adding to that possibly at the end of the year with whatever we have carried over from the general fund. But more to come on that. Those are just kind of food for thought.
Okay. Park board.
We discussed a new grant opportunity. It's the State Capital Community Project, which goes through the State House, state legislators.
Yep.
The money could be used for water, or is intended to be used for Waterworks Park if we get the grant. Ball diamond, new restrooms, splash pad, etc.
Okay. Planning commission local.
Nothing tonight.
Planning commission county.
Nothing.
Public safety.
We discussed a grant opportunity in the IT section. Would be a up to $9,500 grant, it's 20% match. Would change the village website from a .com to a .gov for security purposes. The federal government is moving to have these .coms done away with and .govs replace them, IT reasons. And we also discussed, I can't talk today, counseling services for first responders. It is something that is needed for our first responders that show up to mentally taxing scenes, need somebody to talk to. This could, what was the place called? I didn't write it down.
I don't remember either.
There
It's on
was a
Second
place,
Street in Coshocton.
Second Street in Coshocton, would be about $100 an hour. And we'll have a resolution ready for that next meeting.
Okay. Public works.
Public Works met earlier this evening. We brought up the sewer outfall. It's looking like it's going to be completed in March, which is huge. We talked about the sidewalk replacement on the west side of Kirk Street to Stewart Street on the west side. Yeah, I just said that. I can't talk tonight either. The bids are back for the Orchard Street alley, which is the alley that runs behind this building here, to replace the collapsed or damaged section of sewer, with Vic Allen coming in as the lowest bidder, and we've already talked with Mr. Snavely, so.
Okay. Moving on to records retention. Nothing.
Nothing?
And rules.
Nothing.
Okay. Any department heads here? Nope. Okay. Fiscal officer.
Okay, I'll start off with the legislation tonight. Resolution 2026-08 will receive its third and final reading tonight, and that is authorizing the mayor to submit an application for the next round of the Safe Routes to School program. Resolution 2026-09 will also receive its third and final reading, and that is authorizing the village mayor to submit an application to the Clean Ohio Trails Fund program. Resolution 2026-10 will receive its second reading tonight. That is regarding our village credit card use, updates made to that. Resolution 2026-11 will receive its second reading tonight. That's authorizing the village administrator, myself, and Environmental Design Group to file an application for Phase 2 for our sewer study for the Thriving Communities Grant. Resolution 2026-12, Adam spoke to that there in his report about the .gov domain. That'll receive its first reading tonight. And Resolution 2026-13, Tammy, you'll speak to in your report? Okay. All right, perfect.
Okay, going back to 2026-09, the Clean Ohio Trails Fund. After speaking with the engineers, that is one that we are going to suggest dropping.
Right.
Based on the lack of confidence from our engineers that we would be granted that, and the cost of the engineering making it a negative contribution to our village as opposed to a positive. So,
Awesome. Thank you.
thank you.
Also want to report and let village residents know that village income tax filing deadline is Wednesday, April 15th. Residents can file their taxes electronically at www.ritaohio.com. You can also print the forms out and mail them in. You can come to the office and we can print them out for you there too as well. If you have any questions about that process, you can call the office at 740-545-6541. And just so residents are aware, we do have an income tax rate of 1.5%. And residents that pay taxes to another city, they can receive up to a credit of 0.75%, which is half of that income tax rate for the village. Residents that are, or people that are required to file taxes in the village are those that are 18 years of age or older that have qualifying income. If you're a non-resident and 18 years of age or older and you have qualifying income within the village and your taxes are not withheld from your pay, you're required to file and pay with the village. Also, if you operate or own a business or you have a rental property in the village, you're required to file taxes. So again, if you have any questions, call the office, 740-545-6541. And those have been passed around for approval. And that's all I have tonight.
Okay, solicitor.
All right, so really the only news is we had our nuisance matter go to trial, and she ended up going and pleading guilty, and so she's prepared to clean up her property and see what happens. It's about the best outcome you can hope for, other than, paying me to go down.
Yeah.
Got all that for free.
Yeah,
Sweet.
we appreciate that.
Yep.
Village administrator.
Good evening. I will speak on the resolution tonight for 2026-13. This is the resolution to allow the mayor to request funding from the state capital budget community project fund. That's through the our state senator and representative. And we would like to look at that for improvements to Waterworks Park for the baseball field and the splash pad and restrooms, trees, benches, various improvements up there we'd like to apply to get this finished. So, and that is first reading tonight. And that'll go 2 readings and be passed as an emergency because of the deadline that we have. I believe it's the 16th of March it has to be turned in, so. And that's it for tonight. Everybody else covered everything. Y'all did a good job that we talked about in committees, so thank you.
Okay, moving on to introduction of ordinances and resolutions. 2026-08, a resolution authorizing the mayor of the Village of West Lafayette, hereinafter referred to as the local public agency, to prepare and submit an application for the Safe Routes to School program. This is the third reading and an emergency.
Motion to adopt resolution 2026-08.
Second.
Co,
Yes.
Yoho, Mauer,
Yes.
Maple,
No.
Hersey,
Yes.
Fisher,
Yes.
motion carries.
Okay, 2026-09, a resolution by the Council of the Village of West Lafayette, Coshocton County, Ohio, authorizing and directing the village mayor to submit a grant or application with the Ohio Department of Natural Resources for the Clean Ohio Trails Fund, and once the grant is received, further authorizing the village mayor to execute the grant contract and related documents, and authorizing the Village of West Lafayette to accept any grant money awarded to the Village of West Lafayette and declaring it an emergency. This is the third reading.
And this is the one that we're canceling, so we had to have the motion to adopt, correct? Or,
You can say motion to adopt and the second, and then all vote no, or
we just let it die.
or you can just, nobody say anything and it will just hang out for eternity and,
okay. It can hang out for eternity. You just call it.
okay. 2026-10, a resolution regarding credit card use. This is the second reading. 2026-11, a resolution authorizing the village administrator, fiscal officer, and environmental design group to file an application for the Great Lakes Environmental Justice Thriving Communities Grant-Making Program, Phase 2. This is the second reading. 2026-12, a resolution by the Council of the Village of West Lafayette, Coshocton County, Ohio, authorizing and directing the village mayor to submit a grant application with the Department of Homeland Security and the state and local cybersecurity grant program for round 3, the .gov domain migration, and declaring this an emergency. This is the first reading and an emergency. 2026-13, a resolution by the Council of the Village of West Lafayette, Coshocton County, Ohio, authorizing and directing the village mayor to request funding for the Waterworks Park improvement projects through State Capital Budget Committee project funding and declaring this an emergency. This is the first reading and an emergency. So, I have no other business on my agenda. The bills have been around for approval.
Motion to pay the bills?
Second.
Yoho, Mauer,
Yes.
Maple,
Yes.
Co,
Yes.
Hersey,
Yes.
Fisher,
Yes.
No executive session this evening. Just making.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Ooh, she beat you.
Fisher,
Yes.
Hersey,
Yes.
Co, Maple,
Yes.
Mauer,
Yes.
Yoho.
Yes.
All right, we're adjourned.
Together.